Hello, if you're watching this video, this message will be for you. I'm getting a feeling whoever you are watching this, you are some sort of, I don't know why, I'm feeling like an older relative or like older sibling. I feel like you are just the oldest in your family. And I don't know, I feel like you're the type of person who just filled with so much wisdom and just like come off as the wise one for some reason. I don't know why, maybe because you are the oldest, so that will make more sense. But I feel like you are someone who, I don't know, have always had this responsibility. I don't know if you've had like maybe no more than one other sibling, but I feel like you are the oldest sibling in your family, and you've always had this responsibility that I feel like only you can like withhold. I feel like it just feels like you have been like chosen to like take care of like the weaker ones, or like just like take care of the ones who seem to be a little bit more naive than you are. And I feel like maybe because you've had that experience, or you are the older sibling, or you have been put on that responsibility to withhold that status. And like, I don't know, I feel like you're just someone who, I don't know, just like have always been like heavily relied on. Like I feel like anyone, not even just like your sibling, but like anyone can go to you for advice and like just like rely on you when it comes to like the best path in life. I feel like that's way too deep to say, but like just like the best, like I feel like you're just someone who like friends, family will like go to when they want to talk to someone, because I feel like you're such a good listener. And like I feel like I said, you have been chosen. It's almost like you have been chosen to like live this lifetime just so like you can learn lessons or like gain experiences to actually not only like help you like progress in your life and like help you like reach your highest potential, but like for others as well. And I feel like by you like actually displaying that strength for yourself, you're also like, I don't know, like putting on like, let's see a show, but like putting on like that, it's like determination or dedication when it comes to that. Like I feel like there's so much love there when it comes to like you taking care of anyone younger or anyone who just may need a little bit more guidance in their life. And I feel like you're just someone who really hold that amount of wisdom, and just like, I don't know, I feel like you just hold like so much knowledge that I feel like you're just like an open book. Like I feel like you're so much of an open book that like you just give off this energy. Like it's like this radiant energy you give off that is just, it's so, I want to say, it's so open and so it's so welcoming that I feel like a stranger probably like has told their life story about themselves, and like without you even asking. Like I feel like you're that much of like an open book. But it's not even just your energy, it's just like, it's like your whole like just upbringing. Like I feel like you're so used to it to the point where like if a stranger were to come up to you and like just like tell their whole life story, like it's like, yeah, okay, like it's, I feel like that just comes natural to you. I don't know, I'm also like thinking of birds right now. Like I feel like birds also tend to like gravitate toward you. Like I feel like you could be like out at lunch, and like I feel like birds just like hop to you or something. Wow, that's so random. So random, guys. That's so random. Yeah, I don't know. Also, since you do, I feel like you have like these like nurturing qualifications. Not that you've like ask for it, but I feel like because of your experience and like you, like I said, your upbringing, like maybe you have taken care of your siblings and like you have just been heavily relied on when it comes to that sort of like, I don't know, responsibility, not responsibility per se, but like I feel like you're so good at it when it comes to like just listening to people's problems and like not even trying to figure out solutions for other people's problems, but like just like actually being an ear, you know? Like I feel like you understand like, or you have some sort of good awareness when it comes to like listening. Whereas I feel like a lot of people just tend to just talk and talk and talk and like really not have an intent to like get a response. But I feel like you tend to really open yourself up to the point where like you are willing to like listen even to like the worst, you know, possible scenarios or like the worst stories, even if you knew that person was in the wrong. Like I feel like you're willing to like listen all the way through and like really try to, I don't know, like just try to like get like a fair side of it. Like I don't even know what I'm saying. Like I feel like you try to be fair. Okay, I feel like you're just a fair person when it comes to like life in general. And I feel like even with like relationships, I feel like you are very fair. Okay, like I feel like you give people chances when it comes to even relationships. Okay, not just but when it comes to like relationships, I feel like you're a little bit more on the harder side when it comes to like versus like compared to like your sibling and like compared to like your relationship. I feel like you're more strict. I know exactly what that means, but I feel like you're more strict when it comes to like not putting with any not putting up with any bullshit. Like I feel like you're more strict, you're more like cutthroat when it comes to, I don't know, relationships versus like loved ones, siblings, or whatever. Like I feel like you kind of like give it straight and you just like to cut to the chase. Okay, let's cut to the chase. And I feel like you are a little bit more, I don't want to say like harsher when it comes to like relationships, but like a little bit more, not harsher, but like you're fair, you're still fair, but a little bit more, like I said, more strict. Whereas I feel like you tend to, even though you give those chances to those in your relationship, but I feel like also like I said, you're fair, but also you let people decide who they are. Okay, that sounds confusing. I'm gonna explain. You let people decide who they are by you just, like I said, listening. Like I feel like you're just such a good listener. You're more of an observer than you are like a talker. Okay, I feel like I don't want to say like you're very like analytical, but maybe you are. But like I feel like you're more like, you rather observe than talk. Like you rather have people show them their actions to you and like then you decide. Then you decide like what to do and like really like, I don't know. You're just, I don't know. You're cutthroat when it comes to that. When it comes to like, I don't know, your siblings or just like getting advice, I feel like you're a little bit more like, I don't know, you give a little bit more leeway. You give a little bit more like, okay, like understanding. I don't want to say, it sounds so confusing, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say. But I feel like you're just fair. You're just fair all around. Either or. Like I feel like you could like, I don't know, run for office because you're just that type of person. Okay? But also like two of cups. But also I feel like because you've had like this upbringing, because like you've had this, I don't want to say like keep saying like responsibility, but like you've had these experiences and like you're so used to like certain things, whereas like it feels almost too natural for you. Like I said, people, I feel like strangers just come up to you and like just tell their whole life story without you even asking. Like I'm pretty sure there's a point in your life where like people have told their life stories and you're like, okay, why are you telling me this? But like I feel like it's for a reason. Okay, I feel like it's for a reason. I feel like those moments you can't really, I know it's easy in the moment to just like brush aside and like really not think too much about it, to think too deep, and you shouldn't. But also I want to tell you this, that those interactions don't happen for no reason, okay? Because we all have our own story and we all play a part in it. And I feel like you play an important part too. Like I feel like you are an important part of that person's story too. Like I feel like I know it's not like something you would think about in the moment, but like I said, I feel like you play an important part in someone else's story as well. And that's so random to say. But also I was getting at something and I just completely like sidetracked. But also like I feel like because you've had this upbringing and you've had like this you've maintained this like it's almost like a inner structure, whereas I feel like you've built not only for yourself but like for the people around you and your loved ones. And like I said, you're an open book. And also I feel like people, like I don't know, like people, but like someone can take advantage of you. Like I feel like someone may try to take advantage of that as well, like by you being such an open book, by you being like so understanding and like so like open ears when it comes to love and relationships. I don't know, I feel like someone may see that as like, I don't know, like it's just too, may rely on that too much, you know? Like I feel like because you have this good thing going on for you, and that you do have this big heart, and you have this, I don't know, experience and wisdom about you, I feel like people may, see that as an opening and like keep coming back to, I don't know, like rely on that energy or that output, or just, I don't know how to like word this properly, but like I feel like it's like this. Okay, it's exactly like this, like an exchange, like some sort of like energy exchange, where I feel like it's not from good intent, it's not from bad intent, but I feel like it's more so of like a draining intent, like I feel like because you are this open book and you have all this wisdom and you're willing to listen always, it's not in your best interest to always be open, to always be available, to always like, like I don't want to say like you don't have to listen, but like to not always be available, and to not, I don't know, just like limit your intake. Not you per se, but like the other person. Like, I don't know how to explain this. Okay. Just like limit your energy is what I'm trying to say. Like if your energy is valuable, right? Like just like you will see money, then that's exactly how you should think of your energy, because your energy is valuable. And don't be afraid to, limit it and say, hey, like, I don't know, like good talk, but I have to go, I have to do this. Like, it's okay to just cut things short rather than prolong it. Okay. Because I know you are so used to being the ear and like being open and like willing to listen, and you don't want to come off a certain way, but I feel like you're not gonna come off a certain way, even though if you are, like, okay, like life goes on. I feel like no matter what you do and no matter what you say, like everyone's gonna have their own opinion, and you just have to be okay with that and just let everyone just roll with the punches as it is. And like I said, you are someone who may be an important part of someone else's story, but that doesn't mean like you are like unlimited to their story. Like you have to like limit yourself as well in order to like maintain or preserve your own energy, yeah. Okay, so yeah, I feel like you just have this, what's the word, saying, je ne sais quoi. I butcher that word, I don't even know what the heck. I think it's French, I don't know. Je ne sais quoi, I don't know how to say it. But yeah, I feel like you just have this energy about you, just have this like radiant energy, and this like just like good intention. I feel like you're just a very good intentional person when it comes to just like people. Like I feel like you're not a people person, but people love to go to you, if that makes sense. Like I feel like you're not a people person, but people love to like go to you and like rely on your energy and rely on your like, I don't know, your viewpoint. I don't know if that's even the correct word, but like your viewpoint when it comes to like life in general. It's almost as if like you can either like run for office or become a motivational speaker. I'm not saying exactly you should be doing that, but you just have that vibe. That's the vibe that that I'm feeling right now. I feel like you just have that going on, whatever that is. I just said going on for you. Like I feel like you could either do both of those things and really like thrive and do very 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 well at. Like I feel like you're someone who really like knowledge, and I feel like that's why you have all this. You have so much perspective and so much, just like I don't say experience, but like so much experience and so much perspective when it comes to like just like life in general. I feel like you're someone who really is impulsive when it comes to like learning about something on the fly. Like I feel like if you're interested in something, you want to learn about it immediately. Like it's either you're gonna Google, you're gonna chat GPT it, you're going to, I don't know, like dive deep into it just to like understand it a little bit more and a little bit better for your sake, you know? And so I feel like it's like full circle for you. Like you are kind of like spreading your knowledge, spreading your wisdom for other people as well. Like I feel like you're using what I mean when I say you're a very good intentional person, because you're, I don't know, applying the knowledge that you have learned with other people and you're sharing it without gatekeeping anything. Like I feel like you're just that type of person. I think that's another reason why people love going to you, because you aren't afraid to speak your mind. You aren't afraid to like gatekeep. Like you tell it how it is, and you tell it and you give it to people straight. Okay, whereas I feel like a lot of people like to beat around the bush and like sugarcoat things, where I feel like you just don't do that. Like I don't know, you just don't do that. Like I feel like there is no surprise that can be a surprise to you, you know? Like I feel like you do very well with surprises. I don't know why I'm with surprises. I don't know, you do very well with surprises. Like I feel like you just have like a very like monotone, or just like, what's the word, stoic expression. I don't really like stoic expressions most of the time. Or maybe you have heard that in your life, like people have told you like you just, I don't know, they can't read you. But I feel like that could be another a great quality about you, that people can't read you, even though you have all this wisdom and all this knowledge that I feel like you have really learned for yourself, and like with good intentions as well, not to like just like brag or like be arrogant about it. It's more so like wanting to learn, because you kind of think of life as like a journey. Like if you're not learning along the way, then what is life, you know? So I feel like you kind of just have this like this sense of awareness when it comes to like just progressing in life and like waking up each day and wanting to learn. Like I feel like even when you're reading your books, if you don't know a word, you will like look up the definition, because I don't know, I feel like your motto is like knowledge is power, and you have that power. Really good thing too. But also with, what does this say? With great power comes with great responsibility. I feel like I'm saying like the most cringiest quotes ever. I feel like I said this because I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm like thinking about like just, you know how like when you you know how like when you're like in a social gathering, you're talking, and like I said, you're a good listener, but also I feel like at times like you kind of like regret just spewing out too much. Like I feel like you kind of regret, I don't even know what I'm saying, but like, you know how like when you talk about things and I feel like you say a little bit too much after the fact, it's like the next day you're like, damn, I should never have said that. Like, why did I talk so much? I feel like you can't really help yourself when it comes to like when it comes to sharing what you know, because I don't know, it may come across as something else for another person. What I know, like I said, you have good intentions, you're a very good intentional person, and I don't know, people might use that against, like I said, you have to be, I don't know, wise, or choose wisely who you share your knowledge with as well, because people may take it the other way. But also like, don't be afraid to like still be yourself and like remain authentic. That doesn't mean you shouldn't remain authentic, but to like limit, like I said, limit your energy, limit your, I don't know, whatever this is, however you are resonating with this, what I'm saying right now. I feel like I'm just butchering everything right now of what I'm trying to explain, but I get the feeling that you understand what I'm trying to say. Just like said, with great power comes with great responsibility. Ace of Wands, okay? You're rich in knowledge, and people, you know, may want some of that richness. But I feel like it's okay to share and it's okay to not share. Okay, but it's entirely up to you. Okay, because I feel like you are someone who's always going to remain abundant when it comes to this wisdom, and it's gonna get you far, and it's gonna make you even more richer in life. Okay, and I don't mean just like with money or anything, but like even more richer in life when it comes to like just your energy. Okay, because your energy alone is abundant and it's radiant, and it's really filled with a lot of like, what's the word, horsepower, not horsepower, but like with a lot of like just fire. Okay, just with a lot of fire. And I feel like with that type of knowledge, with that type of wisdom, and I feel like you can go very, 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 very far. I also feel like you're a good speaker. Like I said, you could be a motivational speaker or like run for office. Either way, I feel like you would do great at it and thrive. But I feel like also like, I don't know, keep being you, keep being authentic, but also just like keep being authentic, but also like don't take what I said like literally. Don't think that you can't really like share your knowledge or like continue to like, I don't know, just like, I don't know what I was just gonna say, but don't be afraid to like hold back, but also don't be afraid to like push forward. So I feel like what I'm saying is that yes, it's okay to be authentic. Yes, it's okay to like share your wisdom and share your knowledge and like really like, I don't know, like plant your seeds everywhere and like really like let people take it as it is, and don't try so hard to overthink of like what you're saying or like how you come across, because like it really doesn't really truly matter, because only you know how you operate. Only you know that you like okay, you know yourself better than anyone. Okay, and that is what matters. That is what counts. Okay, you know yourself better than anyone else, and I feel like by you being you, you will go very, very far, because you know a lot, and you know that knowledge is power. And I don't know, I feel like it's in good hands, and like I said, you're a very good, intentional person, and yeah, I don't know what else to say, so I think that is a sign to end the video. Thank you for tuning in.